Okay, so here's the final makeup look. It's just a pretty little pink with a lot of mascara. Enjoy. Have fun doing it. This doesn't cover foundation in this video. Hello, today we're going over an eyeshadow look. I already did my glass skin. I have a video on that. Did my eyebrows. Haven't done any highlighter, but my skin is pretty glossy. Minus like the fact that this bronzer needs to be blended a little better. And now it is time to move on to some eyeshadow. Okay. Don't know what kind to do yet. I'll put it in the title. I know what we're doing. Okay, cool. I'm gonna grab some yellow. Put it here. Just a little. Move my mirror so I can see what I'm doing like up close. And then grab a little hot pink. You can use blush for this if you have it. And then just do like so, feathering it out. I'm using a fluffy eyeshadow brush, so this will have some fallout like underneath my eye. And it will not blend as good. So that's just helping me get the color down. And so you can pretty much use whichever brush you want for this. You could use the brush you're going to use at the end, but I like the fluffy brush for blending it into the yellow that I have without making it orange. I'm gonna do the same on this side. So that way they retain their two distinct colors without, wow, that one came out a lot better. Without, what's it called? Blending. And yeah, you can choose to blend them, but I just didn't want orange in this eyeshadow look. Okay, perfect. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this pink, blend it further up by a little bit. By a lot of bit. And then you can use a brush for this, but I actually like my finger because the oil on my finger helps it smooth with the makeup instead of just like blending and creating eye bags and stuff. That's how you get wrinkles later on, is by using a brush all the time because it drags the skin as opposed to like smoothing with the skin. I don't know how to explain that better. Okay, that looks nice. I'm going to grab a dark purple color and pick up my mirror for myself and do the outer corner. And then bring it in and up, going slightly back and forth to blend towards the center. Now a few more blending strokes. Perfect. It looks neon, the colors I used. So you can do this with pretty much any hot pink and any dark purple. It looks really good. Doing the same thing on the other side. And then you don't have to do yellow in the inner corner. If you want, you could swap it out for white. It would look really good. Make your eyes pop. Oh, I'm sniffly. I'm gonna mess up my makeup. So I'm bringing it in. I like to do, I don't know what to call it, that thing. Ooh, big difference. So bright side, I can just smudge it a little with my finger. Is that even? Yes. I'm gonna take some of that dark purple and then go underneath. Oh, if you saw that nose drip. No, you didn't. I told you I'm really sniffly. It's allergy season. Ugh. Okay, that looks good. For my next trick, I'm going to blow my nose. Pray I didn't mess up my makeup. Alright, pro tip, if you gotta blow your nose while you're doing your makeup, just and try to get all the liquid onto here. And then go like this, so it causes the liquid to not get on your upper lip. Super useful. All right, nice. And I'm going to clean off that brush a little. Bright side of using a fluffy eyeshadow brush, you can clean it on a tissue paper. I grabbed a different piece of tissue for this. And now I'm going to grab a light gold and mix it with a white, and I'm going to show you what it would look like if you used white in that inner corner instead, because I think it'll look really pretty. Nice. So since I'm using a fluffy brush, it's not very pigmented, but it is coming out nicely. See? I like the yellow because it pulls out my eye color. It works nicely with my eye color, but this looks really more natural, for lack of a better word. So I'm going to use the rest of that and just sculpt under there. I like the way it looks. And then pass it down there. Pat, pat, pat. Okay. My eyebrows, this looks kind of bad. My eyebrows just look kind of bad. And my hair. But this is about makeup. My hair is still wet. So, fix that. Okay. Next up is eyeliner. I might just do black eyeshadow or just mascara. Okay, here's the game plan. Black eyeshadow plus mascara. So I have here this palette. I was using part of this for what I was doing. I grab this dark black. And then lightly do my upper waterline. It's actually better to do this with your eye open. I'm not lying. Oh, perfect. See? Very small difference. And you can't get the same thing with, well, you can get the same thing with pencil. I just think it's worse to get pencil in your eye as opposed to like eyeshadow with a fluffy brush. And I'm going to use a little of this right under here. Fix where I constantly am crying. Not actually crying, but my eyes water right there a lot. And then pulling that out. Bringing it in. Nice. And using my finger lightly. That looks a lot better. And now lipstick, while I let that kind of vibe. I'm just gonna use a red lipstick, I think. See how that goes. Not that. I think with this, a nude lipstick would look better. Mixed with that red I just started to put on. See? That looks like a more natural lip with the crazy eyeshadow. That looks good. Could do black lipstick, but I don't have any anymore. I ran out. And now lip gloss for some hydration. I'm using a bright pink lip gloss. It's kind of peachy. Perfect. Now mascara time. This is where the eyeshadow is really going to shine, is after the mascara. It'll look like I'm wearing eyeliner because of the way I'm going to put it on. So I'm using the Lift and Define 5D Lash. And I'm going to go downward on the eyelashes first, rotating them, or rotating my hand as I go. Harder to do the other side. And it's not going to be perfect, but I'm essentially going to draw that whole line with mascara. I'm being careful not to hit the upper part of my eye. I'm scooping them directionally as I go. And kind of getting the bottom lashes at the same time. If you like that, you can. See? And then you can fix that, and then this mascara is awesome. It's from the 5th dimension, dude. This mascara is the 5th element. This mascara got in my hair.